Peace, beloveds. What is going on? It is me, the Joey Digital. I'm out here at the super amazing self-healing, self-rejuvenating, self-invigorating. You guessed it, the Fort Lauderdale beaches. You all cannot see, but anyways, I'm out here enjoying myself, feet grounded in the sand, downloads, Mother Earth, Gaia, it's a lot of ascension going on right now while I am out here, while we're all out here, actually, because I'm out here, you're out here, we're all out here together, and such a beautiful vibe going on out here, nice and windy. It was super hot earlier, but it is the cooler months right now, so hey, the weather's liable to change as soon as the sun goes down. The sun's not out anymore, so hey, anyways, I'm out here with the poofy. I got the super poofy on, and I got the strength beads glasses going. I have my bohemian chic hoodie going on out here. I want to show y'all the back real quick. Hold on 1 second. Let me go ahead and put this down real fast so y'all can see what's going on in the back of this hoodie real quick. Let me know what y'all think, man, because I'm feeling it. I'm rocking with it. Let me know what y'all think. Hold on. Yeah, so a lot of powerful metaphysical things going on with this hoodie. As you all can see, I'm loving it. So shout out to shout out to Bohemian Chic. Go ahead and support bohemianchic.com. I get all my metaphysics over there. It's not just crystals, it's so much more. Anyways, sending love and light in that direction. And I'm sending love and light to the collective. Y'all have really been checking out the content. I have a lot of new subscribers. Even today, there has been quite a few. Even just a few hours ago, there has been quite a few new subscribers. So I definitely want to welcome you to the Ocean Experience fam. Okay? Myself and the current collective are welcoming you and greeting you. While we're here, I want to speak about something amazing. I want to speak about something amazing that you all know. Speaking of, since I was talking about metaphysics earlier, I do want to speak about something that y'all already know I'm working with, and that is MOLDAVITE. Okay, I am, believe it or not, I believe it's 2 years in working with MOLDAVITE. It's just an amazing find for those of us who have really taken that walk and went ahead and gotten themselves a piece of MOLDAVITE. Okay, now I haven't talked about my crystals in a while, and I definitely haven't talked about my tektites in a while. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you all a crash course on two things. The first thing is what MOLDAVITE means to me, and the second thing is the amazing transformational things that has happened in my journey. Okay, so go ahead and hit that like button. All right, MOLDAVITE. I'm wearing a piece right now. I know. Y'all don't believe me. Let me go ahead and pull it out real quick, cause for those of y'all who have been checking out the content, y'all have seen this piece all the time. It's in a lot of my videos. All right, and this is my piece right here. I got a lot of different other things going on, but this is the MOLDAVITE right there, hanging on the bottom. Before I even get into the amazing, powerful, transformational qualities of the Moldavite, I want to go ahead and let you know what I paired it with. I paired it with clear quartz crystal, which is this right here, okay, master healer, amazing beginner crystal, and intermediate, advanced, and master healer, it's just the crystal to have if you want to pair anything with Moldavite. Okay, the next one is rose quartz. Okay, amazing crystal for love, whether it is self-love or you are attracting love. If you are attracting the love, the unconditional love of your life, and whether it's starting with you or you're looking externally, this is the crystal. All right, selenite. This crystal is a self-charging crystal. This crystal amplifies and charges all the rest of these crystals that I am wearing, and Tektite on the bottom, okay? Because you all know, especially when we're talking about Moldavite, it is not necessarily a crystal, it is a Tektite, all right? And I will get into the benefits and the properties of Moldavite in quite a few minutes, in just a few minutes actually. Anyways, selenite, it's a self-charging crystal. It is a crystal of ascension. It is a crystal that helps you connect with the angelic realm, and it also charges and keeps all of the other crystals calibrated, okay? Amazing crystal to help clear your aura and keep your vibe positive. Okay, now Moldavite, I've been working with it for 2 years. You do not need a super large piece. I've been seeing some amazingly large pieces, and before I even say anything about it, I just want to say I love all of them. And if you do have a big piece, salute to you. All right, I am wearing this amazing Tektite, which is from outer space. What I recollect is that it arrived here from a comet maybe around 15 million years ago, and it landed in the Czech Republic area, okay? For those of y'all who know, y'all know, okay? And this is the type of Tektite that it cannot be sourced anywhere in the world, only the Czech Republic, and it's super rare, okay? It's a super rare crystal, it's a super rare Tektite. I know y'all gonna get me. It's a super rare Tektite, okay? And actually, because of its rarity, it is not always able to be mined. So if you do have a chance, definitely go over to your local crystal shop and go ahead and get you some, baby. I love my Tektite. I love my Moldavite. Now, what this crystal does is it instantly manifests rapid change. Keyword rapid change, ascension, evolution. And what happens when you start to wear it or you keep it around you, what usually happens, the first thing that usually happens is the Moldavite flush. Okay, now what the Moldavite flush is all of your chakras will open up and they will calibrate, and your energy will raise. Okay, now what happened when I started wearing Tektite is, and I started wearing this Tektite Moldavite, is my energy level went like this during my Moldavite flush. And what happens is it just flushes out all of the negative energy, all of the things that are not in alignment with you. This is definitely a Tektite that you wear when you want constant change, you want constant evolution. If you are someone that is striving or you are working toward a specific goal, this is the I want to say crystal, so I'm just gonna say crystal. This is the crystal that you wear. You know, this is the Moldavite is the Tektite that you wear when you want to change things. So what happens during the Moldavite flush is pretty much anything that you are comfortable with, it's gonna end up leaving your life, okay? And you're gonna only do things that are new. You're gonna only be attracted to things that are going to raise your vibration and put you on a positive timeline. So case in point, if you are someone who's very relaxed right now, if you're someone who's very comfortable, if you love the life that you live, and you're okay with things the way it is, I'm not going to say don't get Moldavite, but if you are the type of person, on the other hand, that you're kind of fed up with the way things are going and you want to change, change whether it means switching jobs, moving, strengthening your relationship, or leaving a relationship, or starting a new relationship, Moldavite will challenge you, okay? Because the first challenge that happens during the Moldavite flush is that all of your chakras open and everything becomes in alignment, and everything, all of the frequency is raised to a very high frequency, a very high level, and it stays there. And the reason why I say that it stays there is because it forces any and everything that is in your immediate vicinity. It forces everything in your vicinity to raise, okay? So if you have a lot of low vibrational things going on around you, it's either it's going to fall out of your life, or it's going to have to raise the bar so that it can meet you on the frequency you are on, okay? And you know, Moldavite is one of those tektites, you know, where it's like, for me, after I went through the Moldavite flush, which usually it took me about maybe a week or a week and a half, you know, like some people experience like nausea, some people experience a lot of different things because it's a new frequency. All right, me personally, what happened with me was I was like almost like in a trance, like, you know, like I was like in a daze. I was like, it was so many different downloads coming through, and I liken the energy to one of a narrator. Like if you've ever seen movies where you can literally see what's going on, but you're actually being told what's going on as well. In those movies, that's kind of like what happens with Moldavite, because everything that you observe, you're getting a download from. Everything is communicating with you. And we all know, like when you look at a tree, the first thing your voice says to you in your mind is that's a tree. When you look at a building, you say that's a building. If you look at a sign, you say that's a sign, right? But what usually happens is that as you're reading things, you're hearing their voice. You're hearing that voice louder, and you're getting the description of said thing you're looking at. And believe it or not, it's your voice. But and I don't mean but, I'm gonna say it's your voice, and it's your voice as your higher self, okay? It's your higher self telling you what it is you're observing. So you become very observant, and you become very, you actually get so many different ideas about a lot of the things that you look at, and you really literally never see life the same again, okay? And you actually become one of the type of people that you see things for what it really truly is. And some people really can't deal with Moldavite because the energy, the frequency is very high. And you know, when I started doing research about it, it was only because the very first crystal I got, which is the one that I'm wearing right now, the clear quartz crystal. I got clear quartz crystal first. I got smoky quartz second, and then I got, which is at home right now, and I got Moldavite last. But as I started getting crystals, I started reading up on Moldavite, and I started reading about all of the transformational changes. And you know, at the time I was kind of going through a spell where I know that there was more to life than what I was going through, and I wanted to experience it. You know, I didn't want to wait. So once I heard that this is a rapidly transformational crystal-based tektite, I went for it. You know, I went straight to Bohemian Sheet, got my first piece, and from the minute that I put it in my hand, I could feel this warm sensation in my hand. And pretty much all throughout the week, I could just feel like, I felt like I was real floaty. Like I felt like I was just really floaty. And I never forget, like, you know, because, you know, like I was working at, you know, I'm working at this job, and like I'm wearing it at work, you know, and I'm wearing it like I got it tucked in, you know, like I got it tucked in like Well, hold on. Like this. You know what I mean? I got it tucked in like this, right? And so I'm gonna keep it in, by the way. And I just started noticing things happening on the job that I'm working at. You know, like I went from, because it was, I was fairly new there, but I went from not really knowing what was going on to just like overachieving. And like the person, that's running the job, they came to me one day and they said, I don't know what's going on with you, but I feel like you know more than you're showing us. I feel like you know more than you're showing us. Now, mind you, on this job that I'm working at, I've never done any of this work before. It was kind of like, how you get a job and you're like, hey, I could do whatever, just hire me. It wasn't like a desperate thing, but it was just like a confidence thing. I'm like, hey, look, I could do whatever. And, I get on this job and, I'm like going behind the coworkers and I'm, they're like showing me things and stuff. And then I got this MOLDAVITE on. All of a sudden, I went and bought the MOLDAVITE, and all of a sudden it was like I was doing my own thing, and I was like finding little things to do in between things that, other people weren't catching on with. And I kind of like was creating like a name for myself in that aspect. But the thing is that everything that I did was amplified. Even when I would go home and I would work on my, my business on the side, like I was coming up with amazing ideas, different ideas, different ways on how to approach things. And, I just feel like the MOLDAVITE was really helping me to build my confidence and just trying things. And, I wasn't afraid anymore. I wasn't afraid to fail anymore. I wasn't afraid, and I failed a lot, but I learned in failing that when things don't work for you anymore, you don't do them anymore. You leave it to the professionals, like if somebody's better at the thing you failed at than you are, you let them do it because they're going to be better at it anyway, and then in return, you watching them excel at something that maybe you weren't that good in, you'll be inspired by that person. You may cheer for them. You may say, hey, look, it didn't work for me, but I love to see that you're doing it, and it may give you the inspiration that you get from seeing them do it. It may inspire you in your zone, in your area, and in return, you just get all these different downloads, and it's like this tektite doesn't stop. MOLDAVITE, it doesn't stop. It just keeps pushing you, and you just keep going. And it's like, all right, what else can I achieve? What else can I do? And of course, I went and got Libyan Desert Glass. After that was the very next tektite that I ended up getting after that, which I keep it on me. And it was just amazing. It was just amazing because as soon as I got MOLDAVITE, I said, you know what? I think I want to do YouTube. And y'all know my story. Y'all, I'm laughing because y'all know I'll tell y'all in a heartbeat, man. I used to be scared to be in front of this camera. I used to be afraid to express myself and lay it all on the line like how I do now, And I used to shake thinking about like, well, what if I turn this camera on and I don't know what I'm gonna say? And I used to be so nervous. And what if they start hating on me, or they put a name to the face and be like, And I just said, you know what? It is what it is. When I started rocking with this MOLDAVITE, I started really getting super confident, and I started really researching and just learning about the things that I wanted to talk about. And I started, when I say learning, I mean living. I started living it first, and then I turned the camera on and I started talking about it here and there, and y'all been rocking with me ever since, man. But that's a little bit about my story. But I want to talk a little bit more about MOLDAVITE. So MOLDAVITE, it doesn't matter what size you get, okay? It's a very powerful tektite. The energy is not from this world. It comes from a meteorite that crashed, as I said earlier, a meteorite that crashed around 15 million years ago from outer space. Now, some speculate that it came from the moon, but I just like to think that it came from outer space. I just feel like maybe it's been traveling from the edge of the galaxy, and just so happened it crashed in the Czech Republic 15 million or so years ago. And, you know, it's been around. I can't remember all of the stories that I did research on, but I know it's been around. It's been on a few statues. It's even been speculated that MOLDAVITE was on I don't know if I want to say that one. Yeah, no, I'm not going to say it because I want to do some more research on it. But anyways, what I will tell y'all about is it's one of those feelings that if you wear MOLDAVITE around people, some suggest that you should let people know that you're wearing it, but I don't say anything. I just you know, it's mine and I'm wearing it, and you know, it is what it is, you know. Like, hey, you know, it made my energy so positive. I'm so happy to wear it around people now, you know. Like, I wear it and I just love to see the look on people's faces when they just kind of look at you and they're like, I hope you have a great day. You know, you could tell that this person was in a bad mood before they seen me. You know, I could tell. And I'm like, man, this person's like going through it, you know. And, you know, as a healer, it's really good for being transparent when you share with what you see in people. It's a really good thing. It's really good to wear when you are, like, I consider myself a healer. Like, I consider myself, you know, able to really see things where, as people explain it to me, I can see other things. And I feel like I'm a bridge, you know, like I'm a bridge from, you know, like the messages I get from source, I can then share it with people when they share things with me, when they, you know, they talk with me. And I just feel like it's one of those tech types that when you wear it around people, they just open up, you know. And, you know, it's not the type of thing where it like forcefully makes them open up. It's like they can trust you because, listen, people feel energy too, and they know people know who they can trust and who they cannot trust. So it's just like one of those things where like people will be in contact with me, and they'll automatically feel like, all right, well, I can trust that I can speak with you about things, and I know you're not going to share it with other people. And, you know, I feel really good knowing that I could help bring clarity and concisiveness to people when I speak with them or when they speak with me. And a lot of times, you know, when people speak with me, I'll just listen, you know, I won't say anything. Even if I do get downloads or stuff like that, mentally, they'll get the message. As they're talking with me, they'll find out that they always had the answer all along as well. You know, MOLDAVITE it's an amazing tektite. I actually just got another piece as well. And I just love the energy that it gives to me. Like, I get a lot of energy from it. And as you all know, with tektites, a lot of times, sometimes you don't get any messages. You know, like once you're like fully healed and you're fully whole and everything like that, and you're in alignment with yourself, you won't hear anything or you won't feel anything. And it doesn't mean that MOLDAVITE stopped working. It just means that you are in alignment with your highest purpose for that moment or for that week or for that month or for that year, you know. And I'm the type of person, I wear mine all day, every day. I keep it with me all day, every day. There was a day recently I took it off one day a few weeks ago, and I took it off just to see what happened, you know. And I noticed a shift in my frequency. And you all know with tektites and with crystals, you know, depending on where you wear it, whether you wear it here or you wear it up here, you know, crown chakra, third eye, you know, and all the other chakras that go down all the way down to the root chakra, you can feel it. But like when I had it took it off and I had it in my pocket or whatever, I felt different. Like I felt like I was able to take whatever information that I already learned from myself, and I was able to apply it without really needing the, to wear Moldavite. And that's good too, because sometimes, if you're just looking to transform something automatically or rapidly, a lot of times it's really good for instant manifestation. Now, if you're looking for a crystal that you want to wear to bring manifestation and it's not such a quick upheaval, then malachite is an amazing crystal to carry. It's beautiful. I love the swirls and the spirals, for those of us who know about malachite. And if you're looking for something to get messages from the Most High, then what's the other one that I love to use? Malachite. Oh man, should I even say phenakite? Amethyst. Nah, I'm gonna say amethyst. Amethyst is an amazing it's an advanced crystal, but it's also a very good beginner's crystal. Actually, let me go into some of the crystals that could be used for your beginning of your journey and for the advancement of your journey as well. Amethyst, selenite, clear quartz. What else? I think I said malachite already. And rose quartz. Those are like, if I was going to give my top 5, beginner, intermediate, advanced crystal, those are the 5 that I would go with. Now, as a sidebar, I was able to link up with black tektite, which I've done a few videos with that, and that's an amazing crystal to keep you grounded. It's an amazing crystal if you are a healer. All right, because what black tektite does is it absorbs any negative energy and it dispels it. Okay, if you are an alchemist, if you are a person that likes to transmute energy, it is an amazing crystal to help yourself heal. If you're going through anything, if you're going through heartbreak, if you're going through a change, it keeps your energy positive, but it keeps you grounded. And I also found that black tektite is amazing to connect. It's amazing to wear while you're wearing Moldavite, because Moldavite will have you up there. You'll just be up there ungrounded. You'll be like pretty much next to the Most High, like, hey, what you say? Hey, what's that message again? But when you wear black tektite, you actually are able to ground that energy into your etheric body and your soul body, and you can then, in return, you can share that energy with like-minded individuals or wherever you go in your journey. All right. Oh man, I was gonna say something too about phenakite. Yeah, phenakite. That's one that I just got recently, and I haven't talked about it a lot because I just love that one so much. It's such a good crystal to pair with Moldavite. There's so many different crystals that you can pair with Moldavite, and it's like chemistry. You get different reactions. You get different outcomes. But I want to encourage you, if you haven't done so yet, go to your local crystal shop to get you a pair. Maybe I was supposed to say that. To get you a piece of Moldavite. Green. It's green. It's glass. A lot of it you can see through. All right. I just want to let you know, go to your local crystal shop and get you a piece of Moldavite. Now, mind you, definitely go to a trusted source, okay? Because there's a lot of them that are being mass produced in labs, okay, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know where they make them, because all the pieces that I have are super authentic, and I could feel the energy instantaneously. But definitely do your due diligence as far as like your research, and if you're unsure, just go to a crystal shop that's near you where you can actually hold a piece. And if you hold a piece and you feel that warm sensation in your left hand, and you feel it shooting up your arm all the way up to like your neck, then you know you got a real peace. Okay, now each person's experience is going to be different and unique to their own self. Okay, but definitely you want to hold the piece in your hand before you get your first piece. Now, mind you, there's a lot of people who got their first piece online, whether it's Etsy, whether it's, I don't know, Amazon, I don't know, but and they've had good experiences too. So, you know, who am I to judge? But, you know, all I can say, you know, from my personal experience is my very first piece, I held it in my hand, and I actually left it there, and I said I'm going to come back for it. I left it there. I actually went back like maybe like 2 weeks later and actually bought a piece of MOLDAVITE. I didn't even get the piece that I wanted. I got the piece that called out to me, because originally the piece that I held in my hand was the piece that called out to me for me to get the experience, and then the one that I wanted to actually have the experience with, I went back 2 weeks later and bought that one instead. So as always, when getting your crystals and your tektites, you always want to get the piece you want to get the piece that calls out to you. You want to get the piece that calls out to you, and when you're there, you'll know. And that's all I got for y'all right now. You know, I'll keep y'all posted, but I'm 2 years in and I love it. I'm not taking mine off ever. I sleep with it. You know, my dreams are amazing. I have, you know, my dreams are very lucid. I'm able to see my dreams very clearly. I'm able to control what I dream about. I'm able to recall what I dream about. I'm able to sit in that mind space when I first wake up, where I'm able to recall everything, as far as like if I want to jot down what I dreamt about, I can write it down. Because as we all know, your dreams are an extension to your awakened reality. So the reality that you are experiencing while you are awake is one reality. The dreams that you experience while you're in your subconscious reality is an extended version of your reality. And some would even go so far as to say that your dreams are your real life and your awakened state is your dream state. But who am I to say? You know, all I can tell you is that I put it all together, you know, and I work with whatever is being shown to me. And MOLDAVITE will get you where you're going. You know, if you're into tektites and you're looking for something, MOLDAVITE's the one. I'd even go so far as to say black tektite is it's not the same as MOLDAVITE, but it's amazing. Libyan desert glass, amazing. Phenakite, amazing. What's another one that I really love that's super strong? Should I even say lapis lazuli? I got that too. You know, I'm really, you know, I could go on, man. I could go on forever, because any crystal that you're talking about, any crystal that it's not an extension of another crystal or tektite, I'm working with it, you know. And I switch them out. Be honest with you, you know, I have my days where I switch them out. I do certain things, you know. Certain days I wear certain crystals, other days I wear other crystals. But for the most part, the MOLDAVITE stays on. That's like a unwritten rule right there. That's what'd you say? That's the offer you can't refuse right there. That's how I feel about it, at least. You know, but listen, I hope y'all gain some value from this video. I know it's super long, but this is one of those topics where, you know, people want to know, man. You know, they want to get as much information about it before they're around it as possible, and this is what I'm here to provide. Okay, so listen, I hope y'all gain value from this video. I love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. Go ahead and do something amazing for yourself in this moment. All right, and just know that you all are greatly appreciated. All right, peace and love. Namaste.